good tip in this video to help people to conquer social anxiety, which is such a helpful tip. And oh, by the way, if you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It really helps the channel grow, and follow me on my Instagram page. It's really getting popular. I post up a lot of tips and advice on how you can conquer fear and build more confidence, and a lot of other stuff on self-help and positivity. So for social anxiety, a great tip is to, do things slowly, take things slowly. In what I mean by that, in regards to not pressuring yourself that you have to go out and socialize with loads of people, even though that can be really good. But for some people who are really suffering bad with it, it's too overwhelming. And if I take myself back in time 15 years ago, it would have been too overwhelming for me. I did things gradually until I built up more confidence, more experience. Then I started to socialize more and do things like public speaking and socialize in front of big groups and do interviews and give public talks and make videos and do interviews and live streams. But it really was a slow progress, and I don't want to put people off in the sense that it's going to take so long, but it's kind of not like that. It goes quick, but it was a step-by-step process. So I've made many videos on YouTube about social anxiety, giving really good advice, but I'm always improving and thinking things through and really trying to make videos for people that are at really a beginner stage where it's difficult to leave the house. So let me give some tips and examples today that you can go away and practice if you want to, that is. By the way, please like and share this page. It really helps the channel grow as well. So I think the first thing to do is to stop the pressure in mind. Sorry, my nose itching now. Right, so you really want to, because we have that pressure of expectation in our own head. Have you noticed that your mind will say, you should be more confident, or you should be going out and being extroverted and interacting with people and having great conversations, and you should have people like it. That can be a sickness. It can really get you down, and that can get in the way, right? Because you already know these things anyway. So if you can kind of calm that voice down or ignore it for a few minutes, a second, or a couple of days, and just think, now hang on a minute, I'm going to go at my own pace. I'm not going to go at the pace of my expectations. Sometimes they're not even your expectations, right? They're all the pressure from society and everything else. So go at your own pace. Don't compare yourself to other people. What I'd say is start with very, very small, simple things. If you find it almost unbearable to be around people, I can relate to that. Practice just getting up in the morning, brushing your teeth, showering, putting some clean clothes on, putting some music on, get yourself in a good mood, and practice just leaving the house, going for a short walk. That's what I did at the start, and that really helped me, because it really just got me out of the house. Obviously, when you go out in public, you're going to see people. You don't have to speak to them, but you're just one step closer, and it's a step in the right direction. That's one of the best advice I could give any person who's really struggling with social anxiety and depression and all the things that come with it, and they're scared to leave the house. You really want to just build up a tolerance to exposing yourself in public places. I've said in my videos before, it's just really the psychologist term exposure therapy, which basically just means what I tell people to do and encourage them, which is to face the things that you're frightened of. But as we're saying today in this video, the tip is slow exposure, doing it at a very gentle, manageable pace that you can handle, so that it's not too overwhelming to begin with. So try that, and what I found is, for experience, it's nerve-wracking at first when you first go out of the house. I used to feel like that. It feels very kind of overwhelming. You feel like everyone's looking at you. You feel a bit paranoid. You feel like you're in a spotlight. But if you stick at the walk, after maybe about 20 minutes or 15 minutes or maybe half an hour, you do start relaxing a bit more, even if you're really scared, right? There's some anxiety inside in the background going on. And it does get easier over the time. And if you stick at this and do it regularly, you will start getting more comfortable being out in public places. The next tip I would give you is, take that opportunity when you have to go into a shop to buy some food or groceries, or to get a drink, or whatever you need to get your shopping. When you go into a shop, just try and practice just slowing down a little bit more, instead of rushing in and rushing out the shop because you're nervous and you want to avoid social interactions and people looking at you and talking to you, which I understand. You can probably tell through listening to my video, I speak from personal experience with this. So practice slowing down more, and you don't have to force yourself, but if you can, just say a couple of words to the person at the checkout. You know, hi, how are you? How's your day? They'll always usually say it back, or they'll say it first. So you're just getting into a little habit of, you know, talking to people, communicating. It's all these little steps. You may not sometimes realize it, but they make you feel better, and they do build confidence, and you're just getting over the line, that line of fear and anxiety and social fear. So that's another really good exercise. And if you start doing that regularly, you probably will find, without realizing it, you'll be able to hold longer conversations with people in social situations, especially when you're out in public. The next tip is to go a little bit further if you've done the first two, and that's, you know, go and see your family, spend a day there or a few hours there, or meet up with a friend. And I find if you're around people that are positive, family or friends that you feel comfortable around, they make you feel good anyway. You'll have less anxiety, and it gives you more confidence to then go into new situations. So it's a bit like a video game of momentum. Every little exercise that you do, every bit of action you take, it gives you confidence and a bit more strength to go into another situation and so forth. I suppose like the snowball effect, it keeps building and building and building if you keep obviously taking the small action steps. So when you get to a certain point, after doing some of these exercises I've given you, you will then make a decision as to whether you feel ready to take on more fearful social situations. And you might get to a point where, I believe all of you will, if it's really struggle for you, where you think, actually, I'm going to go to a social event on my own, meet up with a group of 10 or 5 or 20 people, or however many there are, and I'm going to face my fear and I'm going to talk to people, engage in the activity or the meet-up group. And I think they're one of the best things for social anxiety is groups, because you get a lot of time to socialise and you get to practice facing those fearful emotions. You know, you get to practice dealing with the anxiety and controlling it, and learning to relax around people and engage and speak. So you also get to improve your social skills, which is really important. Really is in conjunction with getting over the same thing, your social anxiety. So you go to these groups, and if you have a good experience, which usually you will, right? And if you have a bad experience, I have made other videos on how to deal with that, and we'll do a separate video on how to deal with bad experiences when you have social anxiety, how to recover from that, right? So if you go to an event, you have a good experience, you're going to want to go to another one, and that's brilliant, and that builds more momentum. So the positive experiences are so rewarding, which will happen for you when you take these opportunities to consciously choose to go out and do the things that I'm saying in this video. Another one can be really helpful, where you think, okay, I'm going to go out tomorrow, I'm going to get on the train, or I'm going to go to a restaurant, or I'm going to go to this place that I'd like to go but I'm fearful of going, or I'm going to book a day and go to the cinema. Now, all these things are incredibly difficult for someone that really is battling with social anxiety, and I know that from first-hand experience, because I was scared of all these things I'm telling all of you people today in this video, and I overcome all of them by doing exactly what I'm telling you to do in this video, which is why I'm so confident with what I'm saying, because I've got nothing to fear or nothing to not be confident about, because everything I'm saying is the truth. Everything I'm saying has come from my experience of having social anxiety, getting over it, or continuing to get over it. And I've done these things and gained the confidence to help many people. So I know that these will really help you. But as I said, take your time with them. There's no pressure. You don't have to put a time limit on it. Everyone's different, right? Compare yourself not to anybody else, not to me, not to anyone, but compare yourself to how you were previously. So how you were last month as opposed to how you are today, and you'll notice you'll improve if you practice. So that's really important. Another one is, like I said, is mixing things up, making it fun as well. Maybe renting out a bike, or if you've got a bike, going for a bike ride. Yeah, some of these things I'm telling people, they may not always involve talking to someone, but you're still out in public, and all these things build up. Another really good one, if you are single and you're looking for someone, or maybe you haven't thought if you want to be with someone or not, go on first dates and practice meeting people and talking to people, and you might find the love of your life. You never know, right? Anything's possible. So they're really good dates, because I was really scared and nervous. Most people are scared of going on dates, but I think people that have got more severe social anxiety, it's a lot more fearful for them, because meeting with a person that you don't know, going out to a restaurant or a bar or a coffee shop or wherever people choose to go on a date, or go for a walk, sightseeing, etc. But all these things will build great confidence, and then you'll get to a point where you'll have the experience, you'll know how to control it. I've said in videos before, no one's ever going to completely get rid of every bit of anxiety and fear, because you wouldn't be human, but you can definitely reduce it, and you can always compare. You can always go, well, this situation used to make me feel anxious and nervous, and now I just feel relaxed. I don't have any anxiety running through my body, or I feel comfortable, confident, self-assured. So honestly, you can't go wrong with this, and you can do this for a long time, and there's a lot more benefits than I'm just saying, than the things I'm saying in this video. But I want you to see that for yourself. I don't want to spoil all the fun and say everything in the video. It's like someone telling you the whole movie before you saw it, right? So this is a bit of a trailer. So that's all you need to do, is go away and just practice slowly taking the steps, and just go slowly, and then you'll build up, and then all of a sudden you'd have got so far ahead with where you want to get to with getting over your social anxiety. So I hope that helps. I'll leave you with that. Become fearless. Please like and share this page, share these videos out. Let me know in the box below what exercise you're going to do out of the ones I've said, or maybe something else. And as always, I really appreciate the support, alright? Become fearless.